on the campus. I hope you guys are doing great. Today is a beautiful day to be outside, so that's exactly what I decided to do, just go outside. And I am here where there's very little snow. There's still a lot of snow on the top of the mountains, but down here at the city level it's much better. And I'm here next to my favorite creek. It's called Coal Creek, where I live. And I also have a special guest. Hi, Brianna.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
How's the school going?
Post-high.
It's post-high actually. It's post-high school, not school anymore, right?
No.
But is it going good?
Yeah.
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah.
Having fun? She's making more friends now. So we actually today I wanted to talk about something that I've been focused on the past 2 months, I would say. And that is my filming. How am I going to be filming my through hike? The reason that I have been struggling with this is because I have the option to just film with my phone. I have a Samsung S10e, which has a really good image. It's very good. But I also have my point and shoot camera, Sony, and both do a great job. So today I want to be showing you guys what my setup would be with each one of those systems. I also want to talk about pros and cons. I also want to compare some images that I've been, taking here and there, and pictures. I'm sorry, some videos and pictures. And at the end I'm going to tell you which one I'm going to end up taking to my through hike. Alright, so let's get started.
Yeah.
We're going to keep walking a little bit longer. Are here sitting at, hi Brianna. We're here sitting at the, sorry if you hear a car once in a while, but we're sitting right at a trailhead near the road. We found this shade where we can sit out and I can talk. But anyway, so going back to filming, deciding to film with my phone, film and take pictures, versus film and take pictures with my camera. And the reason that I've been struggling is because literally phones nowadays are almost just as good as the cameras, the point and shoot cameras. Looking from filming and taking pictures from an auto mode perspective, I would say a phone is actually a better choice if you're just gonna do auto all the time, auto mode. Now, once you start going into settings and wanting to get a little bit more from your phone, like slow motion and more like a cinematic kind of video, then that's when things get a little bit different, because on a camera, my camera at least, I have access to a lot more, I have more control on the settings than I have on my phone. So first I want to show you guys what would be my setup with my phone if I were to take it to my through hike with me and use just my phone, or how my setup would be with my camera if I were to take my camera with me to my through hike. Is that okay?
Okay, she'll be good.
Alright, so Brianna is the cameraman right now. Right, Brianna?
Camera woman.
Camera woman. Okay. So regardless if I was taking a phone or a camera, I decided to take these two. This is It's not a selfie stick. It works as a selfie stick, but it's more called like a tripod extension. So I can use it as a selfie stick, or I can attach it to my tripod and it becomes an extension to make it taller, like this. This tripod extension, it's about 4 ounces, 3.5 ounces, and this is my tripod. I went on a search for a long time trying to find the lightest and most reliable tripod. This comes from Photopro and it's called UFO Lite. It's 10 ounces only, and it's very tiny. You can actually use it also as a selfie stick. So it opens like this, but it has telescopic legs that will stand up to this much. Now if I were to have a setup for my phone for filming and taking pictures, it would be this phone clamp, this microphone, external microphone, because the sound for my phone, it's not that great. So I would have to put it like this, and I would also use a polarizer filter attached to a clamp, which makes the image much better, more has better colors. So it would be something like this, and I would just attach it to my tripod extension or selfie stick, however you want to call it. This would be my setup. So this setup, it's great, but it's not that practical. When you're hiking, you want something that you can pull out real fast and put it away easily, and this is not the case, because when you're done filming or taking pictures, it's just hard to just put it back in your fanny pack or wherever place that you're putting it. So you have to, every time you stop filming, you have to just put it away, like disassemble the whole thing. Okay, now as a camera, I have a Sony HX99. It can record in 4K, just like my phone, and it's a point and shoot. So I had to add these muffs here for the wind. So I would also have, I attached, this is a mount that you can attach to the front of the camera for attaching your polarizer filter or your ND filter. So there you go. And I would just attach my tripod extension like this. So this is an easier, because if I have to use my phone or something, it's separate, and my camera is a dedicated camera just for pictures and filming. So all I have to do while I'm hiking, I just put it like this, and it's easy just to grab it, and I can even leave my zipper open because it won't fall. So the reason, the base and the criteria that I was looking so I can film my through hike would be to have a cinematic image, and that means filming at 24 frames per second. My camera can film at 24 frames per second, but my phone cannot. It can only film at 30 frames per second. And then it makes it look more like news, like a soap opera view, instead of like more like a cinematic, more like a motion blurred, like a motion film. So I was also looking at stabilization. Stabilization for me is really important. My phone stabilization, I see, is a little bit better than my camera, but if I focus always and train having a steady hand, I can get the same results. 4K, both of them record. The only difference is that my phone has no limit to recording in 4K, and my camera has a 5 minutes limit, so it will heat up after that. I wanted something easy to put away and take it out, put away and take it out without me having to assemble, disassemble, put this, take this back. And also lightweight. So to me, the weight is very important. Of course, if I decide to take a camera, it will add 8 ounces because my camera is 8 ounces and my phone is 6.5 ounces. So my phone is 6 ounces with the case and the screen protection. So, and lastly, I just wanted it to be something dedicated for filming because I don't want my phone to be, I will be using my phone for other things, which is looking at the trail, talking, sending emails, receiving messages and all this stuff. So my phone has to be easy to grab it. Now I'm going to show you guys my the filming that I've been doing with my phone and my camera to compare side by side, see which one gives me a better result. Starting now with my point and shoot Sony. 1080p, 30 frames per second. Starting with my phone, 1080p, 30 frames per second. Started with my point and shoot Sony, 4K, 30 frames per second. Starting with my phone, 4K, 30 frames per second. Okay, starting stabilization with my camera, Sony. This is intelligent active mode. Handheld, 2 hands, just like on my phone. Okay, now testing stabilization on my phone. This has this steady shot, super steady. And this is the recording with my camera, Sony, and I'm testing the selfie mode and the sound recording. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. This is the difference, and this is being recorded at 1080p, 30 frames per second. So this is a test for a selfie and sound recording for my Samsung phone camera at 1080p, 30 frames per second. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. So as a little summary, I'm gonna read it off my list right here, what I wrote of pros and cons of hiking and filming with my phone. The pros is that the lightweight, extremely lightweight. There's no need to transfer files because everything would be already on my phone, and it has an awesome stabilization. Now the cons of filming with my phone is I don't feel like it's still the same image quality. Even though it's a great image, it's almost there. If you zoom in or if you try to see close-ups, you see that the phone image is still not all the way there. It needs accessories, but the problem is that with all the accessories, every time you have to put the phone away, you just have to take it all out again, and it's a lot of work. Another problem is that my phone doesn't have the 24 frames per second availability for me to have like a more cinematic filming. The zooming is not good at all. I have no control over the settings on my phone. I just have to take what the phone gives me, and that's it. Another con is that the selfie camera is very weak too. And that's it. And now for my camera. So the pros and cons of taking my camera with me would be, the pros is that I have control of all the settings of my camera. I have control over exposure, over the shutter speed, over frames for slow motion. I also have control over lighting or whatever I need to adjust my image. My camera is also lightweight. The only problem is that it's going to be added, that those 8 ounces will be added to my gear weight. My camera has a good, excellent battery life, and the good thing is that it will not be using the phone's battery. I'll be using a separate camera for it. It's much easier to attach filters like the polarizer or the ND filter, and it's much easier to have the camera hood for my camera. It has a flip screen, so the same quality that I film, it's also selfie. It's the same quality, same good quality. And the cons, like I said before, is the extra weight. And I will need to transfer files every day from my camera to my phone. So, and the last one is that the stabilization, you have to pay more attention to it because it's not as stable as a phone. So, as a conclusion, my decision is actually to take my camera. I will add about 2 pounds extra to my base weight, but I think it's going to be so worth it to have a chance to have a, make sure that I can get a good quality image, and also, protect my phone from getting damaged or anything like that, because I also need my phone working. Right, Brianna? So now we're walking back home, and we are done with our walk today. We're gonna go by the creek. Brianna wanted to get her feet wet, but now it's gotten really cold and it's actually getting cloudy, so we're not sure. But thanks so much for watching. Right, Brianna?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. I hope you guys are having a great day, a great weekend, whenever it is that you're watching this. I hope this was helpful. If you're also struggling on what to use for your hike in general, and I hope you guys are enjoying a chance to get outside, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye, Brianna.
Peace.
And bye, peace. We'll see you later.